Well, hey folks, this is Seven here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Contractville. Indeed, I've done a little bit of money making off screen just to kind of get us up to, well, you know, there's that whole keeping up with the Joneses thing. Hope you're all doing well. It is the 16th day of the month of August. Indeed. Expect a warm sunny day. Well, actually no, it's kind of chilly and it's raining its butt off. Which is great because, well, you know, wildfire season and all that. So we are down here at our offices, shall we say? Yeah. And what I'd like to do, as I have a bunch of money burning a hole in my pocket, is do some upgrades. I'd like to upgrade this. It's $120,000. Well, actually, just to be reasonable, let me show you what's going on down here. All right, this is the actual working part of our place. So these, okay. So this is good. We need to upgrade this. We need to generate power, basically, which is something else we'll do. But currently, this is the building that is going to make us, at least as much money as we're going to make anywhere else on the map. And this is where we deal with our recycling. This is the machine we have at the moment, and you stick one box of goodies in, like, let's just, for an example, let's take some glass. Oh, right. Ah, okay. We can't use it because we've got no electricity, so we're gonna have to settle that out. But I want to swap this for a machine that basically belts feeds box after box and then compacts 4 or 5 of them into a single box because they're worth big dollars. But as you can see, what we need to be upgrading here, apparently, first of all, is power. So if we go to power, we have a battery, but we really don't have any way of charging it. What we need is a generator. So we're going to buy that. Okay. And it needs to be fueled. Now, we can make our own fueling thing here as well. And I don't know whether it needs to be filled or whether we can use it to fill. But we are... So it does that. A fuel pump comes. Okay. So for now, till we can actually get power going on down here, I guess this is going to do. So, and again, no power. So I think what we need to do is get this guy going so he'll charge our battery. And since we can't yet get power to run that, Yeah. We're going to have to manually fill it at least once for the first time, so that we can get this thing running and then have it filled with fuel. So, it does happen. Ooh, but I don't know if it's diesel that I have. This is diesel, right? I would imagine it's a diesel generator. I can't see it running on unleaded. Is it going to tell me? No, it's not. What about in the thingy up here? Power. Generator. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. I'm going to assume it's diesel. Unfortunately, I think what we have is unleaded fuel. So, as we have a mission to get to. We should go and do that. I like to take the little shortcut. Alright, now I don't think I can actually, well, maybe I can. Let's see if we can buy a jerry can here, because that would be kind of convenient, right? Ah, I keep hitting enter. It's gonna be one of those days again. So, where are you? There you are. Yeah, I don't think so, eh? No. Beverages and foods. So thanks anyway, dear, but I knew it was too much to ask for. How about if I grab one of these? Can I have this? Oh, you can buy them. Yeah. So that's ours now. Cool. Let's put you there. And I thought you could. It's just, well, obviously it's not super easy to figure out how. Let's fill this guy. $80. Let's fill this guy. Pop you into the truck. And $80. Pop that back in. Pop you in the truck. Morning. And let's continue on to our mission. This is going to get us the rest of the money for that upgrade. So let's go do it. Hopefully we won't have any competition for the off-ramp. Because we always end up... we do too, eh? Well, I think we can squeeze by them. Well, a little bit of a rub on the wall, nothing too major. And out onto the highway we go. Into the big city. Going a bit quick when you leave tire marks on the road. It's usually a pretty good indicator that you've had your foot a wee bit too far down. We're going to continue through here. Okay. Ooh. Entirely my fault. I was looking elsewhere. Not recommended in any driving circumstance, to be honest with you. Yeah, I still read a lot of people complaining about the way the vehicles handle. They oversteer really badly, but there's a lot of vehicles that oversteer really badly, especially when you get down to trucks and delivery vans and stuff like that. They work just fine at the sort of speeds they were designed to work at. Alright, so looks like there's a couple spots here that are waiting for the realities of a teardown. Now these demolition jobs, these are your real money makers besides your recycling. Because, well, they contribute to both, right? There's always garbage to pick up, so you're going to get recycling boxes. There's furniture to sell. Oh, my bag's full apparently. There we go. And that makes you money because you get a bunch of furniture to sell at the pawn shop. Now it's all used, so you don't make a huge fortune, but I mean I've made upwards of 10 grand selling the leavings from this places. 105 trash pieces. The last one I did was over 300. So yeah, it was like 10 full bags. Okay, that one's full. Pop this in here as well. There we go. And there's our first chunk of used furniture. A couple of them actually. Got the bed and we got the wardrobe. Here we got a door. Bunch more sellable furniture. The door itself is also sellable. And when it comes to broken ones that you sell, you don't have to unscrew them or any of that. They come ready to just be gathered and tossed. Now, of course, tossed is into the back of your truck if you want to make money, but you know. There we go. And we're full again. Not bad. That's 2 bags. Right out the gate. Okay, another door. It's usually a window or two that you can pluck out as well. Is this not in bad shape for a wrecked couch? Looks like you could just give her a good cleaning and repurpose it. Oh, we've even got a broken, abandoned TV. Always nice. People abandon their e-waste. And that makes 30. Oh, I guess it already did. Usually makes a big fuss about it. Okay, garbage. How are we doing on garbage? 93 of 105, eh? Now, there's a very grindy element to the destruction. And that's that, well, every single wall, ceiling, floor panel, all these concrete panels, yeah, they all gotta go, man. So, I think the rest of our garbage, yeah, I was going to say, happens to be underneath some of this fine furnishings. So, time we gathered some of this up, and then we'll finish the garbage. Nice. Hey, these will all sell for good money at the local pawn shop. We're a little closer to the end of the garbage. Ooh, 3 pieces left. So that'll be under a piece of furniture. Oh no, there's also these. Can't forget about the doors. But yeah, under one of these pieces of furniture is 3 more bits of garbage. We've also got a window we can take. Okay. Oops. My mistake. I need to stick it in the box, not open it up and put it in there. That doesn't gain us anything. No window or anything in there waiting for us. Since we can carry 2 at a time, let's do so. And grab this guy. There's the first 2 rooms. Got a window here. Excellent. Don't know why I keep doing that. Although I think it rhymes with idiot. Another broken door. We found our 3 pieces of garbage yet. Grab a TV. We're slowly filling her up. Yeah, I can see the garbage under the couch. There's 1 piece. Oh, there's more, but under that thing. So our last few bits are in this room. Let's grab this guy. There it is. There's the 3 we need to finish the garbage picking up part of the game. Oops, I did it again. Alright, let's grab those last 3 bits of garbage. And then the fun part. Oh, I see we've got another window to grab there as well. There we are. That's all the garbage that is the garbage. And that's the last piece of furnishing. 15, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, and we're just going to hoof our garbage in there. Alright. Now it's time for the big bada boom. Now I'm almost fully upgraded, so this is almost as good as it's going to get with this particular exercise. Of note, you must remove all ceiling panels before you can remove wall panels. You must remove all wall panels before you can move floor panels. At level 0 of this hammer, it takes you 7 hits on each panel. So it takes a little bit to level it up. But as you see, you do get experience points. If you look right under my level thing there, where it says I'm level 10, see, 115 experience for every single panel in here. So that's where the kind of grindy part of this pays off, is that it's a good way to get your new skill points. And there's one in particular that I need. I need to upgrade to the top of the technology one, because that'll give me online ordering, which is one of the few things I'm missing from filling out the next major milestone. Of course, 115 XP isn't as big a chunk of an experience bar as it is when you're level 1, and we're currently level 10, so yeah. Takes a few more of those to make a level. This part is all done. That's all done. So, looks like we gotta head in here. Wasn't much left of that one. Yeah, see it got it. Yeah, that wall is actually in the way. Okay. It's a problem when you have them overhanging a wall like that. Yeah, I can't always get them from one side of the wall. And since you can't knock walls down, last place I demolished was 2 stories high. So I think there was 200 something panels to knock down. I think that's all the roofs? Yep. Okay. These can be a pain in the butt sometimes. Thank you. Doing here? We're a third of the way through them. Yep, but I won't get my full pay. So no, I'm not going to finish the mission now. And that will come up for all missions. Even if you're doing somebody's house up, you know, and you got half the furniture still to place. When you hit that certain percentage line, not that I know particularly what that is, but yeah, they give you the opportunity to finish. So you can gather small amounts of money quickly, or big amounts of money a little more slowly. Or if you're one of those unfortunate individuals like me that was raised with a work ethic, you finish it because, well, that's what you do when you're doing a job. Alright, we are now, oh not quite, in the say halfway, but I miscounted. We were only at 43, not 45. And there we are. Now we're halfway. There's not much left of this one. There we go. Cool. It's almost all up weights. We can get started on the floor. Alright, let's get the floor done and we're done. Yeah, like I say, definitely one of the grindier mission types, but it does have the fact that it's, one, really simple. I mean, you don't have to sort through 12 different shopping lists, you know, at the furniture store, the electronics store, the hardware store, blah, 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 blah. You just get out your hammer, eat your Weetabix, and boom, boom, gone. Collect your money. Sell off all your bonus goods. And away you go, on to the next mission. Half dozen left. Not bad. And without even finishing the job, it's gained me almost half a level. Well, I think you get experience for finishing a job. Pretty sure. If you don't, you should. Alrighty. There we go. Last square in the bunch. Alright. So we are done. So what we want to do now I'm going to back our little buddy up a little closer. There we go. Okay. Grab what I can carry of these, which is that, I believe. Yep. Too bad. One bag shy. Alright, let's get the good part done. So we're gonna make $25,000, 3,000 experience, and 700 fame. 3,000 experience. That's not bad. We're back up over the 100 grand mark, so that's a good thing. Oh, I keep hitting start or enter. Alright. Let's go back toward office. Our office. Garden products. Oh, for the right. Alright, but we also need to go here. So let's go here first. Sell off our pawnable goodies. Alright, that was a nice successful day. I was going to cut the corner and then kind of decided at the last moment I wasn't going to, which didn't work out that well for me. Alrighty, well, let's go. Lots of fuel, good stuff. Whoa, that's weird. Kinda just started drifting. Oh. Middle of the night, nobody noticed. Let's just get the heck out of here. Hey, don't try that at home, kids. You will be arrested. Alright, we should be able to go right down to the waterfront now. Cheat, go around that side, and then we'll come back. There you go. I think you get extra points for slaloming the, no, you don't. And I think instead of going the wrong way on the on-ramp, we'll take the right way on the off-ramp. go. And back out onto the highway. Where the map will go, oh, we can go that way? And go back to normal. Alright, so yeah, we'll sell the ponded goods first. All of our used building stuff and dead furniture and those sort of things. Wasn't sure which way he was turning. Okay. There's the hardware, the furniture, so next stop is pawn. Well, unfortunately, I think we'll probably have to, oh no, they're gonna let me grab them from underneath, aren't they? Cheeky buggers. Usually you can't do that. Every once in a while though, it just sort of lets you. I'm not sure why. Oh, I think that's it. Move all of these and we'll find out. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go sell that bit of stuff. So we've got 3,892. There we are. Yeah, at least a couple of grand. We're now sitting at 126. Cool. Alright. Now we're going to head back to the office. Boom, 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 boom. Which is this way. Oh, this is one way to get there. But if you're already in town, this is how you go. If you're just coming into town, then you can do the same thing we did when we left and hop over this little hill and save yourself a little bit of buggering around. A little bit. Alright, now I'm going to drive down the hill. And now I need these. Oh, it's still full. Ah, crap. Don't tell me it's not diesel. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's full. Oh. Okay then. I hadn't expected that, I'll be honest with you. Had not expected that at all. But we'll leave this here. Okay, see the battery starting to charge up now? Alright. So we could turn the compactor on and use that little one, but no, I don't know if that'll shut off when that battery's full. We'll check when we come back down. But this... Okay, actually, yeah, let me out of here for a minute. 126, I need to know what we're going to have left once we've bought our compactor. I think only 6K, so yeah, a bit scary. So, trash compactor upgrade. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, there's our new unit. So, show you how this guy works. Oh, here, let me get these out of here. Uh-oh. What do we got? I think we can only put one more in there anyway. Alright. Alright, so now do this. And what it will eventually do is drop, oh there you can see, super compacted, in this case glass, because that just happens to be what I've been loading in there. And you don't have to load just one type, you can throw whatever you want in there from here in any order, and when it gets enough of them stored in that particular section, it'll just press out a block. So, yeah. For the moment, let's just pop them here. We can get shelving upgrade for this place, but I think it's like 20K. But we will want it because you're going to end up with a lot of this. And you're better off to, you know, as with anything, run a full truck down if you're going to run them down. So, check that out. And you can see here that red line, that represents what's in there, but not full enough to produce a cube. So it gives you an idea if there's, you know, you're going, oh, I need whatever, and you can just go, okay, well, I just need one more box of paper and I can get another cube out. So let's empty the truck, see what it spits out the far side for us. Ah, there's a paper one. So that's our 4 different ones right there, right? Glass, plastic, metal, paper. Alright, so we're going to put these in here. We're going to shut this guy off. There we go. Alright. Now we've still got everything I've saved up since we basically started the game. Now I want to check. How's our battery coming? 11,000, so it's full. So let's turn that off. Turn that off. As you can see, we've almost emptied this. Yeah. Now it drains it. As you can see, it takes a lot to fill it up. Now, you can put solar panels on the roof and stuff like that, and, you know, make it so it's pretty much where you're not worrying about it so much. But ideally, what we want to do is get that diesel thing going. So now, let's see here. If we come up this way, okay, and go through the gate, here's the recycling center right here. Instead of that long drive down the highway to find it, it's actually just right there. Okay. So, we've got paper, which is this. We've got plastics, which is this. Metal, right there. And then glass. Glass right there. There we go. And I'm just going to pop those in a more appropriate. Alright, let's get these guys underway. Okay. And there's our first one back. So that was a single box of paper. We got $4,200 for our 5 boxes of glass. 22,000. 4,800 for the 1 metal, and 3,900 for 1 plastic. And we didn't bring any of that. So now we go over and see this fine gentleman. Hey buddy, I'll have that, 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 and that. And suddenly we're sitting back at $43,000. Alright. Beautiful thing, isn't it? And again, all we need to do, drive through here, and we're home. Pretty cool, eh? I like that we can do that. Now, this storage here, this is when you end up with, like, you know, you use 20 tiles out of a box of 200. Right? Like any pawn shop, the pawn shop's going to give you basically pennies on the dollar. You know, that's how pawn shops work. So if you can keep that stuff and use it as opposed to spending the money to buy new, it doesn't take too long and it really starts to pay for itself. Alright, so now, what can we do here? I can't do anything about the batteries. Wind turbines, yeah. We could do 1 solar panel on the compressor for 30K, that would help. Or, if we go in here, let's throw the shelf set in. There we go. See, now we can actually store some of that, which is, like I said, really handy because there's lots of it to deal with. Lots and lots and lots. Sell compacted trash to... How come we didn't get that one? Oh, to the advanced factory. Oh. See, I can't do this one until I do this one, basically. Because I need to upgrade, like I said, our... this guy, technology. Right? So I need 3 points. We've got 0. So, there you go. But that's going to do it. I wanted to bring you guys on, show you that. So we got to see what a demolition thing is like. You see how our big money maker, the trash compactor, works. Now, I mean, if I fire all the rest of the trash we've been saving through there, we'd end up with a nice chunk. Now, while we've got 20K on us, let's come here and diesel. Let's throw 1,000 liters in there. Okay. Now, an actual truck will come down here, by the way, and deliver that. So, and then we can use our jugs to move it over here if we need to, because I don't think this actually will reach. If it does, hey, happy days. But if not, we'll have to do it that way. But yeah, so there you go, guys. The other thing I want to do is buy a bed, and then we can put that here in our office building. Which we can also upgrade, but that just gives you a second floor. So there you go. There you go. Hasn't arrived yet. Oh well. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. Till next time, take good care of each other, and ciao for now.